Uh, Hi, Tom. This is Brian, from the Talon Mix. I'm calling you because I haven't heard back yet in regards to your RSVP. I'm sure you know we're doing our season 4 awards ceremony on the show. You've been nominated for MVP of the season. We're really kind of counting on you to attend this year. So, yeah, just let me know. No worries either way. Oh, also, if you know the hotline numbers of any of your fellow Smallville cast members recap podcasts, I'd appreciate those too. We were disappointed by the number of timely RSVPs, and now I have a couple of emergency phone calls to make. But yeah, that's all. Hope you're good, and hope we'll see you for the awards. That's all. Bye.
Pete, this is awesome.
Oh, fuck, hey. Good to see you among the living, man. Check it out. It's the latest talent mix.
Thanks, Pete.
Good to see you all among the living. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Talon Mix. It is a Smallville recap podcast, and tonight is one of the biggest nights in Smallville recap podcasting. I'm here, of course, with my pal Zach. Hello, Zach. How are you on this? You look great. You pulled out the nines. It was a bold move for you to go for the sparkly tuxedo, but I really like it. I think you're really nailing it.
I'm planning like 6 or 7 wardrobe changes between each category. So
Got it. We will, of course, have the whole video feed because it's really spectacular. We've gone all out over here. So the video feed will, of course, be uploaded to YouTube so that you can see all the people here, the beautiful celebrities.
Wait, Brian, is this really going on YouTube?
What's that?
Is this really going on YouTube?
What? Yeah. Huh? What? You're cutting out.
I better put a shirt on if this is going on YouTube.
Over the tuxedo, Zach? That'd be ridiculous.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm excited to be here. You know, all the stars are out tonight. Except for Allison Mack couldn't be here, obviously.
Or most of the cast of Smallville, it seems. It's still early. It's still early in the night. They might show up.
It's early, yes.
Zach, what a season, brother. First off, can we start by congratulating ourselves for getting through another season of Smallville? 4 seasons.
I agree. We should pat ourselves on the back, but I don't mean that in a Smallville's hard to watch kind of way. I mean that I think if you Google Smallville podcast, there's like 30 that were started and abandoned. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think there's very many that have gotten farther than us.
Right. I think, we have opened we could be the best by default just by making it through.
Right.
We do got to cycle back and fill out the gaps from when we weren't posting this as a podcast, but
the podcasts exist. You just can't hear them.
Well, and then there were a bunch that we did live that then we didn't record. But
right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But
some
either
of our
way,
best work. Some of our best work, the live stuff that no one will ever hear. But a few people heard it.
A few did. You know what I think the magic is? You know what I think the secret is? We have just the right amount of accountability on each other.
Right, yeah.
I think it's like just the right amount where like Zach will be annoyed if I don't finish this fucking thing I don't want to do,
Right, totally. Also, the other thing we have going for us is this is the only time we see each other because you live on the opposite end of the country.
Right.
So I'm like looking forward to hanging out with Brian, and
Same.
this is my excuse.
We went 10 years only speaking over text message, and now we hang out on our computers once a week.
Yes.
And it's great.
It's fantastic. So
here's to 4 more and stopping. Yeah. 4 more and then stopping right before the end, pal.
No, that's season 9 is my favorite. We got to get to season 9.
All right.
We got to get to the episodes that you haven't seen before. That's where I'm
very
excited.
I'm very excited. So season 4, another one in the can. I think we've assessed and reassessed over and over as we've been covering it the last 22 weeks. What are your final thoughts on it?
I mean, yeah, we've said it so many times. I don't know. There's no new way to say it. Started out like a
just for all the
fire.
freaks who this is their first one.
Right, yeah, okay, great, yeah, all the losers who are just now turning in.
Texas got on board before you did. Texas! We are in big hats as well as the tuxedos.
Yeah, I was going to say, my second outfit is just a full-on cowboy outfit. The season started out really heavily leaning into the teen soap of it all, with like a lot of like not nudity but skin, like 20-something skin,
some hot adults playing. They're adults. Everyone's an adult, to be clear.
Yeah. Adults playing 17/18 question mark.
Right. Actually, 18. They do specifically often say 18, but the adults playing them are well older than that, and they're all attractive.
Yes, exactly. And
what
they're
a
okay
weird
to
knot
gawk at.
I tied myself into.
Anyway, you and I think, both big fans of that portion of the season, when it, not because of the teen skin, but because we like soapy storylines.
The soapy, I like. Yes, exactly. I want the googly eyes. I want the awkward, sexuality of it.
Also, the silly. Give us the silly.
Yes.
We want the silly. Pump the silly into our veins.
Several of the standalone and or gimmicky episodes of this season are some of the best of the show, period, so far.
Yes. And
Erica Durance comes in this season.
Yes, huge. And she is just a full blast of silly right there.
Needed it, especially early. Like, needed her after season 3.
And here's what I love about Lois and what the Snyderverse gets wrong about her. I love that you can have a female romantic lead who is silly. She's silly. Give me that. Give me the funny silly. I want it, Brian.
Smallville season 4 has it in spades. Erica Durance has it.
And of course, as they often do, they lost their way a little bit towards the middle of the season.
It's while there are some of the best episodes of the show, I think there are not worst episodes. There's nothing zero bad here.
No.
There's not a zero in the bunch, I don't think. If I remember correctly. But the big storyline that they hang their hat on here.
Yeah,
ineffective.
That's a good way to put it, because I was compiling the nominees for tonight, and of course we do worst episode of the year. And it was hard to pick 4 or 5 nominees for that because there just aren't that many really bad episodes. The problem is this quagmire of a storyline, it's like a Michael Myers, he just won't die, goes through every episode of this fucking season. So the good ones, the bad ones, it's always right there, man. So it's dragging down otherwise decent episodes, and it's poking its head in even the great ones. It's still just like, hey, remember me?
I think related to that, extremely related to that, they still didn't get Lana right this year.
Oh, no.
And in fact, an attempt to bolster her up still kept her away from the story too much. And boring bummer.
I do think it was a good faith effort on the writers' parts to give her something to do and to make her interesting. And they failed.
So bad.
But I do think it was good intentions. It does seem to have been good intentions.
Because I'm not saying just be the object Clark ogles at, I'm not saying that's better, but what they did didn't work.
No, I mean that's why you and I are always in the Church of Lois, because she's got her own agency.
Right.
She's out there making stories happen, and she's funny and she's fun.
Does it
and
help
she's not just a damsel in distress.
Right. Does it
But they
help that
haven't-
she's
Go
freed
ahead.
from the burden of being the romantic interest early on? They'll do it later.
Right. That actually is a good point, because I was going to say she certainly does become the romantic interest, and I don't ever think she suffers in the way that Lana does. But maybe that's because they establish her otherwise first.
Lana was
mean-
built as girl Clark has crush on. That was her
Yes.
character, you know?
Right.
Like, and now they're
she
trying
was
to find a
really-
new one.
She was really good at that. She is
Extremely.
the season 1 MVP because she was so good at that character. But
Yes.
I imagine that's a bummer to play.
Year after year after year after year.
So they wisely tried to give her something to do. In season 2, it was like her dad comes into the picture, her long
Oh my
lost
God,
dad.
right.
That was equally boring, but luckily
I forgot it. Oh.
It wasn't in as many episodes. Like, this one is there every single episode.
We'll have to keep track of this. Is Lana responsible for the most just fucking jettison that storyline? Like hit the eject button on like
Yes.
stories.
Yes, not Kristen Crook. Let's be clear. We both
Oh,
are
no.
big fans. We're both big
Yes.
fans of Kristen Crook.
The writers did her dirty.
The writers, yes, and their writing of Lana is responsible. Because, I mean, like, season 3, it's that whole Adam storyline. Remember, with the guy people thought was Batman
Right, right.
from Lost, Boone.
Right. right. Oh, the Adam storyline. I was saying right and was like, my brain will catch up. And it did. And I'm so bummed out.
I love just reminding you of bad episodes of Smallville that you've forgotten. It's a fun thing for me.
It's there's a lot of bad stories or just abandoned stories that Lana's at the center of. And I want to go back real fast. I blame the writers real fast. I think we're clear on this show. We also understand the realities of trying to build a plane while you're flying it.
Oh, of course. Yes.
I think we have
of
some
course.
we have a lot of sympathy for the writers trying to figure things out. That said, you still dropped the ball, baby.
I'm trying to think if they ever do a season where she's not done dirty.
I don't think so. One might be the closest. She leaves 7.
Yeah, she
Is that
leaves.
correct?
She doesn't even make it till the end of 7. She leaves like with a few episodes to go in 7.
Okay, so I think, and that was, I think that's where I fell off. So I didn't quite see Lana's end, but I feel like maybe I did. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I
Oh,
go.
Brian, also in season 8, and this is just my memory of season 8. We'll see if it holds up when we get there. But season 8 is the first one where they're digging into Lois and Clark, and it's got momentum and it's going well. And then, like, halfway through, they do a 2-part Lana return.
God
and it
fucking
just
damn it.
fucking sucks. Oh, it sucks, Brian. And it totally brings the season to a halt. And I don't know if it ever fully recovers after that.
There's clearly just something wrong in Lana's DNA of like she's a sore thumb on the show. Not Kristen
Right.
Crook. Not Kristen Crook.
Well,
The written page of Lana.
Yes, it's because the conception was she's the girl next door, and then they were like, we need to figure out something more interesting if she's going to be around for the rest of the show. And every season they try a different thing, and it's like by the end you're like, who the fuck is this character? It's just all
Just vaguely sad, very traumatized girl. Very traumatized.
I guess it
She's
would-
not okay.
no. It would make sense if she had a lot of different personalities, you know, because she's
It's
been
like
through.
they should reveal she becomes a Superman villain because she has had a multi-year Joker origin story. She's the Joker. Like she witnessed her. You want to know how I got these scars? My parents got slam dunked by a fucking meteor, and they just
Yeah.
watched it happen.
And this one I got from when I was tied up by my high school gym teacher and he tried to burn me alive. And this one I got when trying to escape the boy who turned people into wax, ? And this one I got from, like, poor Lana. She doesn't lead concussions, but she certainly leads in emotional scars.
And still also gets enough concussions for some serious CTE.
Yes. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I'm on the Wikipedia page for season 4, just to give everybody a reminder over what we've been doing over the last 22 weeks, maybe even more, because we did all the Superman movies. I was thinking maybe I'd read this brief summary of season 4, just give everybody like, oh, right. It's only a couple of paragraphs.
Hold on, here we go. I'll lead you in. Season 4 on Smallville.
Love it. Clark has returned, because remember, he went into the wall, though he isn't his usual self. Clark is reprogrammed by Jor-El to seek out the stones of power from around the world. Lois Lane comes to Smallville.
We should edit the wiki just with parentheses. Like right there.
Lois Lane comes to Smallville to search for the truth behind her cousin Chloe's death. Forgot about that. Lois finds an amnesiac Clark returned to Smallville after a 3-month absence and takes him to the hospital. Lana, still in Paris with her new love interest, is researching an ancient martyr, Countess Margaret Isabel Thoreau, which is connected to Lana in more ways than she knows, or than we ever really find out in a satisfying way.
At that point, the writers are like, oh man, we're planting these separate seeds. Wait till they fucking come together. It's going to blow people's minds.
They're definitely going to come together. Ooh, one episode left, huh? Okay.
Maybe if it came together like 8 episodes in, it would have blown our minds. But
right.
It was like 3 developments early on and then wheel spinning for 20 fucking episodes.
It's the witch episode is pretty good. Fun. It's a lot of fun. That could have just been a one-off, and we would remember the witch as a fun, silly thing, and also the same amount of coherent plot would have happened. The Isabel Thoreau storyline would not have lacked any depth. That pool went no deeper.
It was a puddle.
Yes. Jonathan lies in a coma while with Martha by his side. Lionel awaits his trial. Clark decides that this year will be the year of Clark. That's the thing they really write that I don't think Clark says.
It's like the summer of George in Seinfeld.
Yes. And he will not be worried with what Jor-El has in store for him anymore. Mistake. Clark goes out for the football team, goes through rocky terrain with his relationship with Lana, sees his relationship with Lex begin to fully crumble, and meets future superheroes and old obsessions, and battles with witches from the 17th century just in time to graduate from Smallville High. Clark's true destiny is also revealed to him by the season's end, and a second meteor shower comes to Smallville. Season 4 takes place during Clark, Lana, Chloe's, and the rest of their classmates' senior year at Smallville High. They are ages 17 to 18. Thanks, Wiki.
Yikes.
All right. Should we get into the awards, the superlatives?
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's start with... Go ahead.
We've always made it awards. We spent a lot of money. I really can't stress this enough. Maybe consider joining the Patreon. We spent a lot of money on really like renting out this hall, getting it decorated for the awards, catering the whole thing. Yearbook superlatives would have worked just as well.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that, Brian? We did a monologue once. I'm not joking.
Right.
This is not part of the act. Back when we did it live and we didn't record it, we did a monologue.
Season 5, we should do a monologue again. We should do the whole thing again.
Yeah, right. We'll get there. We'll get to season 5. We'll get to the season 5 reward show, and you won't want to do a monologue, right?
No, of course not. Of course not. That's a future Brian's problem. No.
Okay, here
let
we
me
go.
be clear. We'll get to season 5, and I'm gonna go. What the fuck? This? Do we have to like do a thing?
All right, we're starting off. First award of the evening: Best New Character.
Great, love it.
Nominees are Lois Lane. Yep. Oh, come on, Lois Lane, big one. Lucy Lane.
Wow, surprise nomination.
The Countess Margaret Isabel Thoreau.
Boo! Who did that? That's not appropriate.
This is like one of those movies that no one liked, but Harvey Weinstein like campaigned really hard, so it got a nominee.
Yes.
Shelby the dog.
Wow. Aw. He's here in a little tuxedo.
The Flash.
Wow.
Bart Allen, I believe.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then this is going to be controversial too, but since he started so strong, I put Jason Teague as the
All right,
nominee
I was
for
wondering
Best
if
New
he was going to
Character.
get snubbed. He did have such a strong start, and once again, you'll notice the theme. Not his fault.
No,
he did his job.
Out of respect to Jensen Ackles and his solid performance early on, he gets the nod here for.
I agree with the call.
Okay, this seems like a clear cut case, but let's discuss the also rans here, just to give them their due.
I think it's a great idea.
Lucy Lane, where do you stand on Lucy Lane?
I don't even remember if I liked that episode.
Okay, great. She does
I don't think I
return
did.
She returns in season 10, I believe.
Okay.
So she'll be back.
That character will play a large role in a season of Superman and Lois, a show that I like.
Great. Perfect. Okay, let's talk about, we already talked a little bit about Countess Margaret Isabel Thoreau.
It could have been a strong one episode thing, but no.
But Brian, you're forgetting the China episode. Come on.
I will never forget the China episode, Zach. If it was a one episode thing, I think maybe, though I don't know if she would have counted. I don't know if she would have qualified. She probably would have been a freak of the week if that was the case.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. Because she has fun in that episode, Kristen Crook.
Right.
It's
right.
I think we both are on board there.
No, I think she's too tied up in one of the worst storylines ever.
She's the Stones. The Stones drag everyone to the bottom of the ocean. They're Stones. Right. They're heavy. They just pull everyone down. It's not for lack of effort
from Croak's part, but no. I just I'm shocked she got a nomination. It is really where I am.
Shelby the dog. This might be number 2. He might be in second place.
I'm with you. I completely forgot he existed. So like when we got to the crypto episode, I was kind of like arms crossed, like, what are they going to do to this dog? Do they just forget this dog? No, he hangs around. He's now just a presence on the farm.
I mean, animals giving performances is always impressive.
It's so fun because they don't know they're on TV.
No, they want the treat.
Right.
They just want the treat.
They're having a great time.
We talked about Jason Teague, dragged down by his mother and by stones. Ultimately killed by a very big stone from the sky.
Right.
And then finally, the Flash. He becomes quite the recurring character later on in the show when they get into the whole Justice League.
It's a fun debut. So, I'm glad he's here. I'm glad. I think he deserved the nomination, but I think there is a clear winner here.
Clear-cut winner. I don't think it's the last time she will win tonight. Lois Lane, are we in agreement?
Lois Lane, absolutely.
Lois Lane,
congratulations.
Best new character. Erica Durance. Okay, Erica, come on up and is she okay? Well, Erica Durance is not able to attend tonight.
Okay.
I will be accepting the award on her behalf.
Of course.
Great. Okay.
Next time, though. Next time, Erica.
Yeah.
Erica.
Yep.
Please come.
She's got to come for the MVP, when she gets that.
Right.
Okay. Similar category, best recurring character. That is a character that is not a member of the main cast who appeared in more than one episode.
Great.
Maybe a little more competition here.
All right. We'll see.
Alicia Baker.
Strong. One of our favorites.
Our one-time love, Alicia Baker.
She's only in 3 episodes total, but man,
she is, of course, the love of Clark's life who gets hung to death from a barn, and then he forgets about her one week later.
Referenced again. Except maybe in a comic book, maybe.
Oh, man.
They did you dirty, Alicia. They did you dirty.
They did. Sheriff Nancy Adams.
Applause.
Mm-hmm. Lois Lane.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
We're probably going to be here. We're going to be hearing her name a lot tonight, I think.
She really, woo.
All right, Brian, you're going to get upset. The Countess.
I'm gonna fucking scream. Is this a fucking bit? Are you doing a fucking bit on this fucking podcast, Zach?
No, Brian, it was a dry well of options this season, okay?
Is this what was the Oscars, the one everyone got like Fort to Leslie, and everyone's like, how the fuck did this happen? That's Margaret Isabel Thoreau.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly, yes.
How the fuck did this happen?
It's Renee Zellweger winning for that movie that no one saw, where she played Judy Garland or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, right. It was. My mom at one point was like, "I want to see Judy," and I was like, "What the fuck is that? What are you talking about?" I would know if that. I know all the movies. That's not a movie. It was, and only my mom saw it.
I could replace her with Coach Quigley. Who's
it's too late.
He doesn't have any lines though. And then of course
that's honestly still a bump up.
Shelby the dog is also on this one. I did not.
You know who didn't waste my fucking time this season? Coach Quigley.
I did not, Brian, stoop to the low of including Genevieve Teague. And I could have, Brian.
You could have. I appreciate you taking this seriously.
As much as I like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman and think she's great.
Of course.
As a great doctor.
Everyone's doing their job here.
Isabel had one good episode. So she gets to be here.
Yes.
And
Genevieve, I'm
Teague
not sure, has a good scene.
No. This is the 2-horse race. Oh, maybe with Lionel she does. John Glover brings everyone up. He's the opposite of Stones. He's an air balloon just pulling things towards the sky, towards the sun. 2-horse race, Lois Lane and Alicia Baker, I think. Right? Those are the two.
Yeah. And
I'm
this one's tough for me.
It's tougher, but it's got to be Lois.
Your conviction sold me. I am also happy to give this one to Lois.
Alicia Baker, she has great chemistry with Tom Welling, but so does Lois.
Right. And those episodes are not as strong. It's just that chemistry.
Yes, agreed.
And no, you know what? I'm sold. Erica Durance once again.
Erica Durance, come back up. Oh yeah, she's not here tonight. I forgot. But yeah, round of applause.
Maybe in the meantime, did she show up in between while we were? No. Okay, that's okay.
On behalf of Erica Durance, my cat Scully is going to accept this award. Thank you, Scully. Great. Keep that off. All right, let's see what we got next here. Let's keep these similar categories. Freak of the Year.
All right.
Brian, this might be controversial. I opened up this category a little bit.
Okay.
I believe previously it was all meteor freaks, but
That's true.
I'm opening it up to anyone with powers who was.
Yeah, I think
You know
that's
what
going
I
to be
mean?
fair going forward, especially as
You know what
meteor
I'm
freaks will
saying?
become less and less.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with the decision.
Okay, great. We still get a few meteor freaks. A lot of this season, it was implied meteor freaks, but they didn't ever give a backstory. They just gave up on that whole fucking thing. They were like,
I mean, it's
someone has
also like
powers.
you get it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't fucking worry about it.
I don't know
Okay.
I don't know if 4 years in we still need the Rocks gave him a power.
Yeah, how? Why does he was in a car when the meteor shower hit, and now he turns into cars?
Well, I would love that episode. Let's write that spec.
That's a Transformers crossover.
Except a horrible body horror. Like it's like Kafka, but he's turning into a car and Superman has to save him. And that's when he learns he can't
Metamorphosis.
save everybody. Some boys just turn into cars.
And of course, his death would count as a car crash.
Oh, of course it would. He
And a concussion.
He runs himself off a cliff to save Clark and like preserve his secret.
Oh yes, because he turns good at the end. It's like a act of redemption, of course. Okay, freak of the
That'd be a
year.
good episode.
This is
Be better
this,
than Zero. Sorry.
Even with the new rule change, this still might be category fraud, but I'm putting it in here. The Flash
Wow.
as a nominee from Run.
All right. Wow. Good playing fast
Yeah,
and loose
people are
here,
upset.
but okay.
People are upset. It's some weird campaigning. The studio really did a campaign to get him
You
in
know
here.
what? It got people talking, so we're laughing all the way to the bank. The podcasting bank, baby, where all the
All
money
right.
is. Ha cha cha.
Yeah, we're drowning in it. Okay. Mikhail Mitsapitslik.
Mr. Mitzel.
Yeah, Mr. with the accent. And the really good accent. I do
Definitely
think that's
not
a
just
fun
a guy from Ottawa.
that was a fun character though. Fun,
Yeah, I agree.
fun
Yeah,
little thing. Alicia Baker.
great pick. Of course.
The murderer of Alicia Baker. Tim Westcott.
That guy.
Who turned into sand or something.
Right.
Okay, buckle up, Brian. Shelby the dog.
What an incredible night for Shelby the dog.
I mean, it's one of those where we're going to be nominated in a bunch of categories, but are we going to win any of them?
I mean, who knows? This would
It's
be the one, right?
It's kind of like when a little kid gets nominated and they get to come to the Oscars. You know what I mean?
Right. That said, if Shelby was going to win one, this is the one he's crossing his little paws for, you know?
Yeah,
This is his shot. Will he get it?
for sure.
I don't know.
Dawn from Spirit, the girl who dies and possesses everyone's bodies. That's a fun one because she's played by the entire cast.
Ooh, that for me is a current front runner.
I think so for me too. Yeah, Alicia Baker.
I would like to discuss Alicia Baker though.
Okay, we still got more.
Okay.
Kevin Gaudy, something from Blank, the guy who erased Clark's memory. He's not going to win.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Great episode.
Brendan Nash, who's the wax maker kid.
Just nominated. I mean, everybody, huh?
I know, and then this is going to make you mad, but I also would nominate Countess Margaret Isabel.
You got to be fucking. You are fucking with me, and I don't appreciate it.
She's we can remove the Jizz kid and the memory kid, but I do think Countess Margaret Isabel Thoreau should be in
agree.
Freak of the Year. She should be nominated.
It's the episode she's nominated for is the one that I would call a highlight of the season. So
Exactly. We're talking about Spell here. We're talking about Spell.
Right.
Okay, let me run that down just real quick. The Flash, Mikhail Mitsipitslik, Alicia Baker, we'll say Shelby, Isabel Thoreau, and Dawn from Spirit.
I'd say honestly, all right, I'd even throw Isabel Thoreau in the ring of like that is a strong episode. But man, here's the thing. Isabel doesn't do anything that Dawn doesn't do. We also get a great Kristen Crook performance from Dawn.
And Dawn, through Tom Welling, says the best line in the series thus far, which is "Crown's mine, bitch."
Which is on the Jumbotron, where we are, of course, showing all of the scenes with all of this that we have prepared.
Yes,
once again, it'll all be on the whole 6-hour ceremony will be on YouTube. I promise. That's very real. Like that's the moment where in the auditorium, we cut it out, of course, because there's no point over the podcast, but that's the point where the entire auditorium just exploded in applause.
Yes.
Like crowd favorite.
I will say going into this season, Alicia Baker was probably the favorite to repeat as Freak of the Year because I believe she won last year for her
yes
strong performance.
Yes.
She does great work. Again, the episodes just aren't as strong as Spirit.
Right.
I
feel like we know it's Dawn.
It's Dawn. Sorry, Shelby. And sorry, Mr. Mitsipitslik. It's got to go Dawn. Dawn from Spirit. Dawn Styles.
Dawn, of course, is not here because I believe she is dead.
But every actor on the show, come on up to accept this. It's a group award. Come on up and hold on. No, I see Charlie Sheen.
Okay,
where's?
I thought John Schneider was here, but he might be in the bathroom. It's fine. Yeah,
he'll get it when he comes back.
Yeah. John, if you're out there, just come and interrupt us. Well,
this is the saddest part of the night. We're not doing an in memoriam, but
we are in the auditorium, but we won't put it on the podcast.
Right? Yeah, we're not gonna.
It'll be on the 6-hour.
Yes. Because this once mighty category has fallen so far that I couldn't even come up with 5 nominees.
Wow.
And I can barely remember the ones that I wrote down. That is Car Crash of the Year.
Wow.
I mean, we might have to take this category out back and shoot it if things don't turn around soon.
Yeah, wow. What a shame. But, times change. Can't be hanging on to the past.
Yes, exactly. If we took this out of the main ceremony and did our, this is the one we do a few nights before.
Right.
Do you think people would be upset?
I think they
no
just
love
want
for
to
the car
be
crashes.
upset.
Yeah. I mean, the cars that played these cars are in the audience. So
right, of course, every single one of them just filling up my apartment with exhaust.
It's gross.
Oh, wait, sorry, the hall we rented.
Yeah, the Kodak Theater. So there was a car crash in Spirit when Dawn Styles drove off a cliff. There was a car crash in Ageless when the lady was giving birth and then her birth blew up the car or evaporated it or something.
Right.
There's a car crash in Commencement, which is that truck being on fire, right?
Right. That's a pretty good truck stunt. I'll say that. Yep. I noted that as they set that truck on fire. That's cool.
Oh shit. I wrote down. Okay, I wrote down Forever, but there's no car crash in that one, and I don't know which episode I'm thinking of. So I'm gonna say it doesn't matter.
Couldn't have been that memorable.
No.
That car. There is a car in the audience that looks very upset right now, but sorry,
sorry, man.
We don't know who you are.
Rough season. I'm gonna say the burning truck. I guess I don't know.
I have a question here about ethics on awarding this. Is it the Dawn episode? Is it fair to want to give it to that one because the needle drop is very funny. That was like the Ashley Simpson song, La La.
Oh,
Now,
good
the
call.
technical stunt, I think the truck is the clear winner. However, I think the scene with that very silly song is funny.
Well, there's no rule that says it's about the stunt.
That's right. It's just best car crash.
Yes. I was going to say, do we just not give one out this year? Do we just say no winner? That's how sad it was. But I like the idea of rewarding a good episode for a good moment.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think I would like to do that. I think
Let's
I would
go
like
Spirit.
to do that.
Spirit. Car
Right.
from Spirit.
Let's make
Come
sure
on up
Spirit
here.
gets some awards here.
You know what? For Avril Lavigne, you come up here too. Why don't you, both of you
It was
come on
Ashley
up?
Simpson, not Avril Lavigne, but still Avril, we'll take you. We'll take Avril
No,
is here.
Avril, sit back down. You are nominated later. So just,
Okay.
you are nominated later.
Ashley Simpson is not here.
Her
Not
sister
here.
Jessica is here to accept the award on her behalf, but she doesn't want to
Right.
speak. Okay, here you go.
That's okay. We get it. We get it.
Okay, we're getting into the real ones here, the big
All
ones.
right.
Worst episode of the season, Brian.
This will be tough.
Again,
Not in a
I had trouble coming up with 5 because
right. I think the bad is pretty easygoing. There's a lot of meh
Yeah.
this season,
There
not
are-
a lot of bad.
there are 2 that are bad, and you and I are going to fight over which one is the worst because we have
All
different
right, here we
opinions
go,
on it.
buddy. I know what's gonna happen now. I'm ready for you to fucking die. That was extreme. I'm sorry.
I'm going to list the 2 worst ones right off the bat. Bound. Remember Bound,
Yeah.
Brian?
Remind me. I said yep, but remind me.
That's the one. It's the Zero sequel, basically, where Lex
Oh,
maybe kills a girl. He wakes up.
That one stinks real bad. Ooh. That one's a big time stinker.
It's where they're
that one
they're in
sucks.
the opera house, and
I
she's like, listen
forgot
to
that one. I thought that
she's
was
like, listen
that one's
to the
so bad. I
music.
thought it was from season 3. That one
Yeah.
stinks.
listen to this music, and then it's like techno. It's supposed to be like sexy music, but like
Oh man. Oh right. Well, I wanted to give that one, I believe, just a full stinkeroony, and then we didn't. But it was a discussion.
I was I wouldn't say defending. I was almost an apologist for the episode where I was like, I don't think it's as bad as you do.
We needed a unanimous decision to give it a real state. Neither of us were fighting for it. It was,
Yeah.
does this deserve to die?
Those positions completely flip with ageless.
I want this episode dead.
No, that's
Oh wait,
me.
no, sorry. No, you're
Ageless
right.
is the one
You're
that
right.
I want dead.
You're right. I'm
Ageless is
sorry.
the one that you're like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You're right. It's the opposite. I went first thought, best thought, lean into a bit, and then I went the wrong side of the bit. It happens.
Ageless is, of course, the episode where the Kents adopt a boy who ages really fast.
I think there's fun stuff in this one. No, I don't think it deserves to be. I mean, yes, it deserves to be here. I don't think it deserves to be in top 2 contention.
Oh, Brian, this is worse than Bound.
I don't think so. Bound really sucks.
Bound has from
What does it have?
the actress from How I Met Your Mother. Colby
It does have the actress from How I... Which actress from How I Met Your Mother?
Colby something Smothers.
Yes,
Smothers?
God, I forgot about that. Wow. And yeah, she's just there hidden.
Okay, and then I put some of these episodes I even like, but we just needed to fill it out. Crypto,
Yeah, well-
Recruit, the one where Clark goes to college,
Sure.
and Forever with the Jizz Kid. These are all just middling. They're not bad.
Right.
The 2 bad ones are Bound and Ageless. And I know listeners or people who don't listen to the show but watch Smallville would probably expect Spell to be in there, but go fuck yourself. Spell is a good episode.
Like, no. It's, you know, when like people talk about the Oscars and they're like, no one watches these movies. Fuck you. Watch. Like, shut up. Shut up. That's same level of shut up about Spell.
That's right.
But I have a question. Have we ever given a tie before? Have we ever tied? Is that legal?
I don't know if we have, but I don't think we should. Here's what I'll do, Brian. I'm going to concede to you because Ageless does have the one scene of Lionel poisoning Genevieve Teague, which is her only good scene.
It is a good scene.
Yes,
because of our boy.
Yep, John Glover.
2-time MVP winner.
Yeah, back to back.
John Glover. All right, I appreciate
Bound.
the concession. Bound
We're giving
sucks.
it to Bound. Bound. The episode Brian hates so much, I had to remind him that it existed.
I you know, since we've watched that episode, I've had some big landmark moments in my life, and I jettisoned bad memories to put good memories into. And now the bad memories are back because we can never truly heal.
All right. Best episode, Brian.
Wow, we're here, huh?
Transference. John Glover and Tom Welling switch roles face-off style. That's a fun one.
Wait, sorry, real fast. We didn't let Bound make an acceptance speech. Cause stay in your fucking chair. Stay in your fucking chair. If you come up on the stage, I will fucking murder you.
Wow. Okay. Well, the lady from How I Met Your Mother's just stormed out. Thanks, Brian. She's never coming back.
Don't. You're not welcome.
Okay. Transference.
You'll never work for Smallville podcasting again.
Okay. Transference.
Sorry.
Fun one.
Transference is a great episode. Very good.
Two really good performances. I actually think Tom Welling does the better job in that episode, playing John Glover than John Glover does playing Tom
I think
Welling.
it's on his MVP reel. This episode.
100,000%. Okay. Spell, that's in there. The witch episode, fuck you. If you don't like
Great
it,
one.
it's fun.
Great one. Controversial choice, but not on this show.
I put Unsafe, which is the first Alicia return episode.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's things get nominated just because of a strong performance. That happens all the time.
Yeah. This is the two horse races between these final two, in my opinion. Spirit, which we've talked about.
Right.
And the episode right after Spirit, wherein Clark loses his memory, blank.
What a 1-2 punch.
Yes.
I might like blank better, is the thing. However, I think I want to give the award to Spirit, personally.
I think I'm with you. I think they're both probably equally as good. And I think blank probably represents Smallville, what it has been, better. But
Yes.
Spirit is them having fun, and it is a glimpse at later years of the show. And
Right.
I feel a season 4 award should go to the episode that best represents season 4. Maybe that
Agreed.
might be cool too, which is silly.
Right. I think Spirit is the episode with the Lifehouse stuff, correct?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Which is that last scene is the D-Day scene from Saving Private Ryan of Smallville. Like, that's just an incredible feat of teen soap television making.
I mean, if we made a 2-hour documentary about CW teen shows, which we should, now that I say that out loud, we should.
Why aren't we doing that now? The fuck were we thinking with our other ideas? That's
There would be
the only thing we should be doing.
There would be a 10-minute sequence about that sequence.
Yes. Just two adult men going, it's real cute.
It's the platonic ideal of a teen soap high school prom theme.
Yes.
A dance.
Yes.
High school
Yes.
dance.
Right.
That's it.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect.
We're going Spirit.
I got it. We gotta go Spirit. It's even if I like the
Spirit.
writing in the other one better, and I like what it does, I think this is it's the right call. It feels right.
So much fun that episode. Great. Come on up, Spirit. Come on.
Once again, the whole cast, please. Okay, no, John Schneider still not.
Well, maybe Colby
Here, I
Smith.
was-
Nope, she left. All right.
Did Tom show it? Has anyone seen Tom?
Nope, sit back
Welling? I
down,
thought-
Charlie
I'm trying to
Sheen.
fo- okay.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Charlie
You
Sheen.
stay
No,
right there. You are
No.
not.
no. Thank you for coming, but no, we're not doing
right.
that here. Not tonight.
Emilio, can you take him out to
Thanks.
get a drink or something?
Thank
Just
you.
take it.
Thank you.
Great. Okay,
Water.
we got two left.
Cool.
Two left. The big ones.
All right, buddy.
Needle drop of the year.
Some good needle drops this year. Some good stuff. There's a clear front runner, but
There
let's
is.
give everything its due.
I have a surprise challenger for me.
Okay.
Okay. The nominees are My Happy Ending by Avril Lavigne in Facade.
It's so good. It's so good.
Let me describe the needle drop to you, listeners at home, if you don't remember. Clark is in a dunk tank.
Oh, fuck.
Lois
I forgot how good this is. Like, I knew, but, like, I forgot how good it is.
Lois steps up to throw the football at the dunk tank. They have a little flirty banter. She throws it. Clark falls in. Chloe's watching, kind of jealous. Clark, like, splashes water at Lois. They're flirting, and Avril Lavigne is blaring.
There
And we
might not
end-
be a better Smallville scene.
We end on a freeze frame of Allison Mack looking like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so good.
Oh, and that's not the challenger, Brian. I mean, I have a better one.
Whoa. I'm not ready to count that one out yet, actually.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Featured in
Right.
the episode Jinx, when Clark is getting ready for the big game in the locker room, and Tom Welling is starring in an Old Spice commercial. They cut to a shot of Old Spice deodorant in his locker.
I don't think there is a shot in this episode that doesn't have Old Spice somewhere in there.
Yeah. It's absurd.
It is a great moment, though.
It really is an artifact of the era also. Just
Yep.
that moment. Give a little
Old
bit.
Spice paid for the meteors later in this season.
Give a little bit by Goo Goo Dolls in Crypto. I believe this
Right.
is at the end of the episode where he's playing fetch with. It's really corny.
We love corny on this show.
Yes.
We love the corny bits. That's
Don't
why
think
it's
that's-
nominated.
Don't think that's gonna win, but it's it's nice to be
But,
nominated.
deserves a nomination, though I will surely be nominated. It is nice to be nominated.
You and Me wedding version by Lifehouse.
Crowd favorite.
Crowd is cheering. Great. We've got Let Me Go by Three Doors Down, featured in the episode
What was the
Blank.
context for this?
Okay, I
Blank,
can tell you
right.
exactly because I watched it today for this on YouTube. Clark has lost his memory.
Right. Oh,
He sees Lana for the first time because he has no memory of her, falls in love,
right.
goes up to talk to her, and when he and Lana are talking, we get this Three Doors Down song, which has really like on the nose lyrics about
You
like-
love me, but you don't know who I am.
Yes. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Then
Three Doors Down is here. They're waiting for the second Trump inauguration to be relevant again.
they have no chance of winning this award for political reasons. And then, bear with me, Brian, my challenger.
That wasn't your challenger?
No. This Is Your Life by Switchfoot, also featured in the episode Blank. This is the end of the episode when Lana shows up at the Kent house and Clark comes out and he's all confused, like, what are you doing here? And she's like, you didn't remember? And he's like, oh, I had no memory of today. And then you get the callback line from the earlier Three Doors Down scene where he says, this time it'll be different. And she says, this time? And it's this song is really perfect in that scene.
Dude, I think this is the tightest race so far.
I mean, I have no memory of what was the last few seasons, but this is the tight one.
This is, I mean, I would say of the night. This is the tightest
of the night, yes. I thought you meant of Needle Drop. Because season 1, we had Lifehouse versus Superman song.
Right, but no, I would say of the night, this is the first one I am really like, ooh, I wanna think about this.
Yeah. Think away, Brian.
I don't know if it's like you reminding me of the Avril Lavigne thing, which was early in the year. I think that was an early favorite of mine. And being reminded of it again, I'm like, oh no, that's like that is the platonic ideal fucking Smallville scene. Like all the good stuff is in there. Ooh, fuck, that one's really good. Though, I like the cheesy Three Doors Down scene.
Look, you can make a really good argument for 3 of these other ones.
Yeah.
The problem is we just talked about our CW teen soap documentary and how it would feature that Lifehouse scene. And also, we annoyed your wife until she said we could include this here in this category.
Is that a good reason to give it to it?
Actually, that's a good reason not to, because I would just, can you record when you tell her that we didn't even end up?
Yes. But I'm not counting it out because you are right. It is, oh my God. I think in a lesser year, any one of these could win.
Yes. I just think when you and I first started doing this podcast and decided we were going to talk about needle drops, that was what we were thinking about.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
We were thinking about Lifehouse.
Man, that Avril Lavigne one is good, though.
Brian, we can't give it to...
Talk me out of it.
We can't give it to Levine. We can't give it to Levine. We can't give it to that. We can't.
Why not?
You might not remember it as well as I do. But the freeze frame it ends on of Chloe, or not freeze frame, but like the slow-mo of Allison Mack is really awkward, and it's almost like they didn't give her direction on what she was doing, and they just took a random shot and put it in slow motion and try to give it meaning afterwards. It ends on an awkward note.
It's like, as nitpicky as that sounds, I think we're at that level. I think we are truly nitpicking to like which one inches out. And okay, I will. I'm not even necessarily against I just sort of like wanted to but I'll concede it happily.
We got to talk these things out. We got to give these other nominees their due.
Right.
Look,
right.
And I think Three Doors Down and Switchfoot, maybe if it was combined into one moment and one song, but they kind of split each other in that episode, so they split the vote.
Right.
They split the vote there.
Yeah, right. And they are really, really good. But that's also mixed. I think a good needle drop is, though now I don't know. Those scenes are really good.
Right.
And like, how much is the song? How important should the song be to Needle Drop of the Year? I don't know.
Right. Well, here's what I would say: the difference between those two scenes and the two needle drops of Avril Lavigne and Lifehouse is that there's a lot of dialogue in those blank scenes.
True.
And the music is more in the background. Now it accents beautifully, but with the Avril Lavigne moment and the Lifehouse, everything else pretty much drops out, and it's just a music video.
And to your point, I think those songs are great. Not great songs, but great backing tracks to the Smallville moments. They could have been a lot of songs that would have also been nearly as good.
Yes, agreed.
You know, it's like that Three Doors Down song is so hilariously on the nose that, of course, it's really good. But like a couple of other songs would have worked there. You don't have to work too hard to find other songs that would work there.
Right.
The Lifehouse scene does not work as well if it's not that Lifehouse song.
Absolutely not.
Happy ending, I guess. Similarly, you could find one that would also be good and we'd also be talking about for that happy ending scene.
Yeah.
That Lifehouse one, though, that is imagery and music working in tandem.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Brian, Lifehouse, come on up here. Two-time Needle Drop of the Year winner. They might win a third in season 10. We will see.
I do not know how they are reutilized, and I can't wait to see it. It's got to be the song, right? The song comes back.
I'm pretty sure. If I might be wrong, but I feel like it does. Yeah, I feel like it does.
I wonder what Lifehouse is up to, right? Has Lifehouse hit the point where they do a... not that they do our show, but will they do Talkville?
I mean, does Michael Rosenbaum know them? That's the question. He wasn't on set that day.
Yeah, but he got them to play for the seniors.
All right, Brian, last award of the night. Are you ready for... Oh, wait, Lifehouse, did they come up to accept the award?
They did. They did it real fast. Was the mic not on? Oh, Zach, we didn't get it.
I didn't even see them.
Go back.
All right, well.
They're real. That's the thing about Lifehouse. They are lightning quick.
They will do high school dances, but they will only show up to award shows for a few minutes.
Right. They got to go to another high school to play prom.
All right. This is going to be shocking. MVP award. Not shocking, but Tom Welling, Erica Durance, and Allison Mack are the only three nominees I have. Excluded here are last year's frontrunners, Michael Rosenbaum and John Glover, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
because
I'm surprised to see... Yeah.
John Glover wasn't in it very much, and when he was born again John Glover. He didn't have as much to do, and because John Glover wasn't in it as much, and because when he wasn't a dick, Michael Rosenbaum suffers because he brings Michael Rosenbaum
I
up.
agree. And like, man, if your performance is tied to another performer, I'm not saying there's not value in that, but like, is that MVP status? I was expecting to see Rosenbaum nominated here, and I think we're very brave for not. I think Zach, we might be the real heroes.
I think if we ever wanted him to come on the show and he heard this episode, it's over. It's over now.
He will never listen to this podcast.
Brian, I thought we were going to make a real effort to get him when he does win an MVP, just to like a cameo, just to come do the...
Yeah, he'll take our $50.
Yeah.
He won't listen to the show. He'll take our $50 to $75.
Okay. All right. We have however many seasons left to make $75 to spend on that.
Though, here's the thing. He's got to win MVP. Do you think he's got it in him?
I think he has
5, 6, 7.
I think those are all good chances for him to get it.
Okay. Because I was saying
all...
I mean, you like nailed it by not nominating him. Not a great showing this year.
I think his character, I might be wrong, but I think he maybe fares better as he leans more into the villainry.
Okay. Okay.
The mustache twirly.
I hope so.
Although I have a feeling season 5 is going to be a strong showing from John Glover. He's going to come back with a vengeance after being snubbed this year.
Yeah. He's pissed.
Okay. The nominees, Tom Welling, Erica Durance, Allison Mack. Let's talk about Allison Mack. She had a few rough years on this show, and I believe this year she really blossomed because she got to play a fun, I kind of know something's going on with Clark, but I'm not sure exactly what. But I'm going to mess with him a little bit, and then she finds out, and then she knows, but he doesn't know she knows, and she messes with him a little more. She gets to have fun with that, and she does very well for herself.
No offense to I'm blanking on Sam Jones III, who plays Pete. No offense to him whatsoever, but the removal of Pete opens up Chloe.
Yes.
In a big, very important way, and she fully hits that strike zone and nails it this year. I think
they
the writers
learned
nailed
from
it. I think she nails it.
They learned from the mistakes of Pete in that they had her find out and not tell him he knows, which gives you some fun stuff to play there.
Very fun stuff to play with. There is some very, very good Chloe stuff this year.
Yes.
I think the nomination is incredibly well earned. Allison Mack should be very proud of it. From prison, where she's in jail for branding people.
She is on via Zoom from prison to wait to see if she wins. So if she does win, just wait, Allison. We got a couple more.
Right.
Okay.
But I don't have anything else to say about her.
Erica Durance already won twice tonight. You know how we feel about her.
What a breath of fresh air! What an incredible,
someone who has
very excited to see what
with Tom Welling. And look, if Tom Welling does wind up winning this award tonight, it's largely because of her appearance on the show.
Agreed.
The only reason she's not going to win, she's just not in it enough.
Not enough time on the field. Not her fault. And she's going to get her opportunity.
It's just similar to a Lionel season 1 issue where he just wasn't in enough. She did come back towards the second half of the season, but they didn't give her as much to do. Right. I'm certain she will be an MVP in the future. But
just an absolutely incredible, invaluable addition to this show.
Yep. Okay. And Tom Welling. Let's talk about Tom Welling.
You know,
he has been the butt of a lot of people's jokes. Not ours, but guests of this show will come on and they'll talk shit. A lot of people point to him as being bad.
No, we don't. No. We
if
don't play
he
that
was,
game
Brian, if he was, he's not anymore. Season 4, that's over. It's over with.
Also, yeah, right. A, over. B, this show went 10 fucking years. If you're terrible, you don't make it 10 fucking years.
Also, let's not forget, he was not an actor. He was a guy who looked vaguely like Superman.
Right. Not an actor, and this show is frequently stupid.
Yes. Well, he's frequently asked to say a lot of silly, dramatic things. I'm not good silly, like bad silly. Right. And this season really freed him up. 1, by bringing in Lois Lane, as we spoke about.
Yep.
And then 2, by leaning into the silly. You get the John Glover episode.
Right.
You get the Witches episode. You get Spirit.
Tom Welling, kind of a ham of a guy.
He is great playing a doofus, which he gets to do a lot here.
Yes.
And having someone a foil. And he gets one in Lois. He gets a foil. He gets a kind of a foil in Chloe when she knows his secret a little bit. Agreed. It's just he seems like he's having fun. I don't know if he was in real life, but it seems like he is.
It's either that or he's a fantastic actor, which he's been
accused
looser. Of not.
He's looser.
Yes. It probably also helps the show is a hit. He's probably pretty well off
Right.
by this point of like now being on the face of a pretty hit show. It's like there is a boost of confidence here. I think he feels ownership over the role. He's not just Christopher Reeve has been on the show and blessed him by this
Right.
point. Like
But also,
I don't know, he's
it's
figured
not-
out the character.
It's not just the silly. That's a great way to put it. It's not just the silly because he's better in the dramatic moments too this season.
Yes.
You and I were not clamoring for Alana Clark to rekindle, but when they did towards the end of the season, he really brought it in those scenes.
Those like, oh wait, am I into Clark Lana again?
Do
the
I
show
care
made
about
me
this?
forget, but like I kind of want to watch them kiss.
Yeah. I was expecting him to win one, but not this early. I'm shocked, but I think
it's Tom.
I think it's Tom Welling. Tom Welling, get up here, man.
And
Get up
he's I don't
shit. Okay, Allison Mack just abruptly ended the Zoom feed.
And she gave us the finger. I don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it might have been the warden. I don't know if it was her.
Right.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sure that's all it was. I'm sure she was out of time.
that's the award show for tonight. That's it.
Wow.
Great season. That was
Great
fun.
season. I season with some highs and lows. Some really great grades.
Where would
some
you
really
rank
low
it?
lows. Oh man, it's so hard when I think it has some of my favorite episodes so far. Weirdly, I think 1 is some of the most fun I had.
I would put 1 and 4 up there in the top, and I would put 2 in the middle, and I would put 3 firmly at the bottom.
3 was really a slog.
Yeah.
In a way, this season could feel, but not in the same way.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. 1 and 4 at the top, 2 and 3 at 2, and then 3. We got 5 coming up. I remember 5 generally pretty fondly.
Yes, me too. I have fond memories of 5.
I think we're gonna get the most DC Comics stuff that we've gotten.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
More Superman stuff. No stones.
I mean, there's brief mention of the Stones in the season 5 premiere, I believe, but
I'll forget it by next awards. So I guess that's going to wrap us up for tonight. Congratulations to all of our winners, all of our nominees. Congratulations as well. I guess that's everything. We have a Patreon. There's a link down below that this isn't on YouTube. Well, it is.
I would love it if Jimmy Kimmel ended the Oscars by like talking about a Patreon for the Academy.
Yeah, please. I mean, they should consider it. In the description is a link to our Patreon. We are, of course, very humbled by anyone who wants to, show support, help keep the show going. We really, really appreciate it. There's also a link to our Discord. That's the best place to get in touch with us. We were talking briefly about the show Krypton. That was on the Sci-Fi Channel, and we should cover that at some point. I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, we should. I've never seen it either.
If you have hard opinions on the Sci-Fi Channel's Krypton, you can come talk about it in the Discord. I guess that's everything. Zach, do you have a question for the Smallville gods?
Oh God, I didn't even think of one. Will Michael Rosenbaum appear to accept his MVP should he ever win one?
I believe it. Good night, everybody.